Hey everyone, this is Michael with the general reading for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for September 2019. And also, you cross-watchers as well, you are more than welcome. All are welcome to this video. However you found yourself here, hello, welcome. I do hope that this video finds you well. I do apologize that they're coming out a little bit late this month. I have been saying in all the videos, as well as kind of the community part of my page, that I've been very inundated with personal readings. I'm still kind of striking my balance for how many people I can be working with per day, and I do apologize that it's left me a bit depleted. I don't feel like I can authentically put out these videos if I'm not feeling connected and in good energy. So thank you all so much for your patience and your understanding. Your comments have been very sweet. Thank you so much for your energy, as well as your likes, shares, and subscribes. It truly is a gift to be able to put out these messages for you guys. So thank you all. I do like to start off these readings by looking at the astrology for the month. I know that not everyone is interested in that. If someone would like to leave a comment with a timestamp that goes straight to the reading, you are more than welcome to do that. I will pin that, so take a look if you're not interested in the astrological report. But I do feel like it is really helpful because it kind of gives a flavor for the overall month. I do feel like tarot and astrology often work very synergistically together, and especially with my specific style, I learned a lot about tarot by learning about astrology, actually, so that's kind of interesting. But I feel like it's also a good sense of being able to figure out what might be happening when. You can kind of look at a certain aspect or transit and see what might be happening for you. Or at the end of the month, you can look back on that list and see what might have happened, what might have lined up for those aspects and transits. That could be kind of fun, right? Because I feel like Aries likes to act first and then ask questions later. So maybe that's how you'll best relate to all of this. But I know for Aries, it's going to be kind of an interesting month. I feel like for you specifically, this is a month that's going to be a lot about purpose. And why I say that is because we do have, what is it? Saturn and Pluto in your 10th house in Capricorn. There's a lot of trines and beautiful aspects with all of these planets moving through Virgo for this Virgo season. That is also your 6th house, which has a lot to do with work. I feel like work is a really big theme for you, but it's not necessarily just work as in the day-to-day, your career. I'm almost getting the sense of purpose. Because we do have Neptune in Pisces, there is a lot of oppositions between the stuff in your day-to-day life with your spiritual self. That is a really strong current for my Aries viewers. So you might be feeling like your day-to-day life is just not at all in alignment with your spirituality. And there's definitely probably some truth to that if you are feeling it. But also know that it's being dialed up very high right now. So it's not necessarily a time to act, it's just a time to be aware of these discrepancies and maybe mending it where you see fit. But I'm not saying to just suddenly drop everything and change your life. That's not what we're necessarily talking about. It's just these imbalances, these discrepancies, this inauthenticity is going to really be coming up. And you might feel very stuck in your day-to-day life as well. So that is something to kind of keep in mind. It's not about escaping anything, it's about going forward. And especially with all the stuff in Capricorn right now, it should be productive if you are making a transition. It shouldn't be about leaving something or escaping from something, because with Neptune, that influence can be quite escapist. You might be escaping in unhealthy ways. So keep that in mind. I do feel like you have Mars as your ruling planet, which, it's a very fast-moving planet. It's kind of changing each zodiacal season, so pretty much every month it's in a new sign. And your planet does see a lot of action, but because of all of the different things with Virgo specifically, I feel like you're going to feel a lot of forward movement this month, as well as feeling like you're being run into a wall. It's like you're being pushed into obstacles, and it feels kind of uncomfortable. But this is all for the sake of you getting a new routine. This is all for the sake of you taking better care of yourself and also getting in touch with what it is you really want to be doing, how you want to be living your life, and getting in touch with your spiritual side as well, kind of bridging this gap here. And I feel like it's very productive. This is a very productive time of year for all of us. Again, being in Virgo season and all of this trining with the planets in Capricorn, Pluto and Saturn. But it's not always comfy cozy. Those planets are not necessarily going to make us feel good. They're going to push us. And even if this feels uncomfortable, the beauty of this month is that however we persevere, however we achieve or resolve conflicts, it's not only going to give us what we want, it has the potential to give us even more. So there is some reward here. It's not all doom and gloom. I don't want you guys to freak out, but September honestly does feel like a pretty intense month. I felt like July was probably the most profound month or most intense month this year when we had the six retrogrades and the 2 eclipses. I feel like September is going to kind of be a close second. Well, maybe not close second, but it's definitely up there. It's going to be one of the more challenging months this year, so don't freak out. Virgo season is all about perfectionism and criticism. That could be soaring to an all-time high right now, so things are probably not as bad as they seem. It's just that the perception of that, of whatever is going on, is kind of vulnerable. It's kind of pessimistic. And I'm a Virgo, I'm not trying to bash Virgo, but with all of these squares that's happening with with Jupiter and Virgo, we have this tendency to do things to excess. And with Jupiter squaring the planets in Virgo to excess, we are thinking too perfectionistically. We're being too critical, especially even in our actions or interactions with people, with Mars, and even in the sun with our lives, our day-to-day lives. It's not comfortable. And, sometimes even the squares with Jupiter can feel really nice because Jupiter is really a lovely planet in general. But when it's playing with Virgo energy, I feel like it can feel kind of harsh. So if you're feeling really stuck and not able to go forward, you might just be too hard on yourself. It might be time to kind of ease up a little bit and make a routine that's more conducive to you and get more realistic. That's kind of all I have for you. That's not true. I do know with Mars, there's actually going to be an opposition with Mars and Neptune in Pisces. So that's Mars in Virgo and Neptune in Pisces on September 14th. We also have the new moon in Pisces. I feel like that's going to be a really, really emotional day for you guys. It's definitely going to be a good time to release things, to release fantasies, things that aren't working, and to kind of ground yourself, because there is a tendency with Neptune to be an escapist, to kind of get lost in a romantic vision of something or someone. It's a good time to really shed that. And it might not feel comfortable, but I feel like it would be a very powerful time. And of course, we do have Saturn going direct on the 18th of this month. It's been retrograde, I want to say, since April 29th, and I feel like that's really been kind of a wall for a lot of people. If it feels like there's something that has been holding you back, either in your career or maybe your career itself, I do feel like that is going to kind of be going forward again. If it feels like something's been beneath the surface, however, it could definitely be emerging in the external. So keep that in mind. But I feel like it's actually going to be... It's going to be kind of lessening some restriction here, but it might manifest as an external circumstance. If it does, that is for you to deal with so you can actually release resistance. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but if you have something to interact with and you can resolve it, you are actually releasing resistance within yourself. Anyways, that is it for the astrology report. Let's get to the cards, shall we? Before we begin, I am just going to give my general disclaimer that this is a general reading, meaning not all of the messages that come forward are going to be meant for you specifically. Nothing went wrong if this didn't resonate. You are more than welcome to check out some of your other placements, your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If you don't know what those are, I have a link down below that can draw out your natal chart and calculate those placements for you. Don't get too caught up on the astrology or the gender of the cards. It's just the way the energy is being most concisely translated at this time. And some of the energy may also be in the reverse. The roles can be switched. If there is a person in this reading who is coming up, it could actually be your own energy, or vice versa, especially if you are cross-watching for an Aries. I'm now going to shuffle the deck. We're going to be looking at the energy coming into September. So kind of pre-September, what might be kind of setting the foundation here. What is the energy for Aries coming into the month of September? This could be in August or further back. What is the energy for Aries coming into the month of September? Interesting. I do feel like you're either being deceived or someone in your life is deceiving someone else. I'm getting a very strong sense of deception here. We have the Seven of Swords that came out first. This is showing up in kind of the day-to-day. It's showing up in the physical part of your life. So this is work, it's home. I do feel like there might be some sort of deception there, or some sort of, I guess, what's it called? Like walking in circles, walking around eggshells, not really addressing something head-on. Very indirect energy here, perhaps even sneaky. This, again, is kind of coming in the workplace or home. Could be with a romantic partner, especially if you live together, or a friend or roommate or something like that. But I'm just getting the sense of deception, of sneakiness. And I do kind of feel like with this Daughter of Wands and this Mother of Swords showing up together, I'm almost getting the sense that you've had this new idea, or you've had this thing that's really near and dear to your heart, but you haven't really expressed it because you're afraid of how other people would perceive it. You're afraid of how other people might be critical of it. And that's really important to note because, again, we are coming into Virgo season. Mother of Swords actually could represent a late Virgo or an air sign as well, so Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But I do feel like there is this part of you that is holding back something that isn't fully blossomed, especially something you are still awakening to, or something you are realizing, even if it could potentially be a romantic connection as well. But I feel like you've been you're very guarded about this. And I'm even getting the sense with the Mother of Wands, you know, you're holding on to something very precious to you with these eggs here and your wand here. You're holding on to your magic. You're not giving this away. You're not being so boastful. You know, this could actually be your energy. You might be doing, you might be kind of hiding your power from people. And it's not to say that you don't have it. I almost get this sense that you're not going to prove, you're going to prove it more than talk about it, whatever it is you're doing. It could be because of someone who hurt you in the past. You could be guarded to opening yourself up. Others of you, though, this is actually almost kind of like a fun little mischievous energy, like you have something up your sleeve. What do you have up your sleeve here? What have you been hiding from people in August? It feels quite powerful and profound, regardless of why you're doing it. I actually feel like you have a great deal of manifestation ability to your disposal. You have a great deal of power. I do feel like with this Mother of Wands, I feel like this is either with a fire sign you're talking to, but I feel like this is really you. You know, this actually is an Aries card specifically. It could be another fire sign, Leo or Sagittarius, but I feel like you're kind of just focusing on you. You might have had to sneak around some other people. It's not that you're being deceptive in this case. It's more that you just know that they're not going to get it, or they're not going to understand or support you. So instead of being open about it, you're kind of just keeping something to yourself coming into September. Interesting. I'm going to pull an animal card here. I'm kind of curious. What is it you're keeping to yourself? Maybe it'll be clarified with this. I might pull a clarifier if it's not with these animal cards here. That's too many. What is the animal wisdom for Aries coming into the month of September? I feel like all of this is coming up because I'm not going to go too much into detail with this, but I do feel like there might be some sort of confrontation in the month of September. Someone might be overly critical of you. You might open up about something and they kind of attack you, and I don't want to freak you guys out. So I have the cheetah and the elk. This is kind of the energy I was getting, actually. You know, you are running towards something, you are working on something. Or you're just feeling really connected and passionate about something, and you're very focused on your own stability. I don't feel like you're necessarily... What's it called? I don't feel like you're accommodating other people, but what you are working on can include other people. It can assist other people. Just because you're focusing on yourself doesn't mean that it's selfish. And I'm actually not getting that feeling with this. It's like whatever stability you're building for yourself, it is going to benefit other people in the long run. Some of you may actually be trying to become a provider or provide something for someone or nurture someone or something. But in order for you to do that, you've realized you need to have stability in your own life. You need to have a situation where you can be direct. I feel like you're kind of taking an indirect route right now, or at least it feels like it. What is this thing that Aries is holding on to? What are they holding back? What are they cultivating? Maybe I'm not supposed to know. It could be just different for all of you. We'll see what the cards say. I'm curious. I'm being a little nosy right now. Let's get a little specific here. I keep seeing the Two of Cups. This actually could be a love connection for some of you. Could be how you're feeling about someone, and it doesn't feel like it's time just yet, or it wasn't time. Especially if that person was an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Or perhaps a third decan Virgo, someone born in the later part of Virgo season, the last 10 days. Could also be another fire sign, but I feel like that's more your energy. And you know, we have a lot of fire and earth. We have fire and earth in the animals. We have a lot of wands and swords. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to know. I think that was it. I think that was... I'm just gonna trust that's what some of you needed to hear. Anyway, let's go into the first part of September. What is being introduced in September for Aries? What is beginning? This could be the first part of September, but do keep in mind that with these general readings, time is fluid. Even in personal readings, time is kind of fluid. Don't freak out if like something doesn't manifest for you right away. That's almost why I'm afraid to get specific with time for people, because it's like, oh, well, if I didn't meet the love of my life in this time window, then I'm never going to meet them. That's not what this is. It's just there are certain time periods where things are more likely to manifest or to occur. It's probabilities. And that's all based on your vibration. It's law of attraction stuff. It's based on where you are currently vibrating, how you're feeling, the thoughts you're thinking, and also what you're doing is a really important one that I don't think people talk about enough. because that is also a reflection of how you're feeling. So let us see. There we go. Yeah, you're definitely holding back something. My God, I feel like I'm shuffling forever and I'm barely getting anything. Nice, okay. Yeah, some of you are definitely sweet for an air sign. Oops. I'm getting Libra, actually. One more card, please. One more message. What is being introduced? Perfect. Love it. Awesome. Cool. We do have the Hierophant, the Daughter of Swords, and the Emperor came out together. And we also have the Mother of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles that came out together. This is interesting. I do feel like some of you are enlisting help, or someone helpful is coming in. This person does feel older. They could be a Taurus. That is possible. But I feel like overall, this is someone who is coming in to assist you with someone who is very wise or has a lot of expertise or just some sort of skill set that could be very, very helpful for you. And this could be a new person coming in. This could be someone coming forward in your life who can finally offer you these things. Or it could just be you, working with someone else. Maybe you are providing this for somebody. But I'm getting the sense of working together, of seeking out help or someone seeking out you. I do feel like this is actually someone coming in to help you in some sort of situation. And I almost get the sense you're seeking them out. But it is kind of this cat and mouse game. This is the continuation of the Seven of Swords. So it could be some sort of situation where things have been indirect, or it could be some sort of situation where you've taken an indirect route or even had to be a bit deceptive. I feel like someone is coming in to be helpful. It feels like a very external force. Could even be an organization in some cases. With the Emperor and the Daughter of Swords, I do feel like, this is your card. Again, you're showing up a lot in your reading, Aries. We have a lot of Aries energy. We have a lot of Mars energy. I feel like you are really tapping into yourself. You're really... I was feeling like this is about your purpose. This month is about purpose. I was talking about that in the astrology report. And I feel like you're coming in very strong. You're really getting a lot of stability for yourself. The Emperor card is such similar energy to this Elk card, which is all about making stability for yourself, taking care of your body and your environment so you can help others, so you can heal others and give space to others. I just got a really loud ringing in my ear, so I know that's applying to at least some of you in a very strong way. But yeah, I feel like this is also you working together with this Daughter of Swords here. Or maybe you're embarking on this new adventure and that you're embodying both of these energies. But I feel like this is someone who's coming in. This could be someone who you have strong feelings for, perhaps romantic feelings for. This is someone who... They could be an air sign. I almost feel like this person's a little flighty, or they can just kind of say things that get misinterpreted as an attack. They're just very direct. It's not that they are trying to attack you or bring you down. I feel like this person's actually very sweet, almost fairy-like energy, and they're very... They don't have a filter in a lot of ways, and I think that actually works very well with you because you're an Aries. You don't filter yourself in a lot of ways either. It's like what you see is what you get with Aries a lot of the time. And I almost feel like this is someone who... There could be some good potential here. But I'm definitely getting the sense of an unequal dynamic between the two of you. One of you is definitely more established than the other. I'm almost getting the sense that it's you. You're almost more stable than this person because they're feeling very Fae-like to me. Could possibly be the other way around, but... That's just kind of what I'm picking up. I am getting earth sign energy as well with this Mother of Pentacles and this Four of Pentacles here. You could be talking to an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. I do also see, you know, this again is actually a late Aries card. Or I'm sorry, no it's not. It's a late Sagittarius card. So it could be someone who is, again, kind of born in the last 10 days of Sagittarius season, third decan Sagittarius. I feel like you're working on some sort of stability here. You're trying to create something or create some foundation. You know, there really is this big push to create something, to find stability. And that's not just for yourself. It is including other people, but it is primarily for yourself. And you might be trying to figure out who you can include into this and who is kind of just pulling your chain or kind of just giving you lip service and not actually supporting you. I am getting this sense that someone is holding back emotionally as well. Someone might be having a hard time opening up, especially if they are an air sign or have heavy air placements, or even an earth sign, so kind of earth or air for that person. And I feel like it's going to kind of be a bit of a challenge to open them up. I almost feel like right now isn't the time. And that was almost the message coming into September. It's like you were waiting for the right time for something, and you're still not feeling like it's the right time for some of you. And I know that's driving some of you crazy. I was kind of just feeling that sort of impatience. The animal wisdom I have for you is Firefly. There is something you're definitely acting on. You know, I definitely feel like some of you are spreading your wings into something new. It's really important to reconnect with your inspiration. To start creating more. That's becoming really apparent to you. Do what inspires you. And it's important to do it the moment you have it. It's not, oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow. If you want to write or make music or paint or draw or whatever it is, do it in that moment. Don't wait for a better time, even if it means staying up late, even if it means, you know, dropping something you're doing and doing something else instead. Maybe some of you are playing hooky. Is that why we're sneaking around? No, but I feel like it's really, really important for you to seize your inspiration, seize the moment. Aries are so good at that. I totally trust you're able to do this and just go wild with it. You know, this energy, it's very beautiful, it's very luminous, but it's also very fleeting. You know, Firefly will burn brightly and then fade away. So follow this energy. Work with it as it comes up for you. We are now going to be looking towards the future, where all of this is kind of leading, the energy of where this is going. This is perhaps what is unfolding in the second part of September or further out. Where is all of this going? Oh my. Yeah, there's definitely some endings here, which makes sense. You've been thinking about going forward. I do feel like there is going to be some sort of action that's taken. You are going to be ending some stuff. And we are going to be heading into your opposite sign, Libra, towards the end of the month as well, which is a lot to do with your relationships. Oh my god. Yeah, some of you, I hate to say, some of you are breaking up. We have the Death card that came out with the Mother of Cups. Scorpionic energy with the Death card. Definitely some water sign energy here. So Cancer, Pisces, again, Scorpio. Strong Cancer, Scorpio. Maybe even a late Gemini. Daughter of Pentacles and the Tower. My god, Aries! What's going on? We have the Three of Swords and the Devil. You are who? This is heavy. I felt like I needed a moment. Sorry. Okay. The Mother of Cups and the Death card. Some of you are definitely ending some sort of situation, or you're looking to get out of some sort of situation where there's emotional manipulation. There's definitely deception here. If you're doubting it throughout September, it's going to become very clear towards the end of the month. Nope, I was right. You're going to realize that. And it's because this person's very subtle. I'm almost getting this kind of energy in the reverse. I don't do reversals with this specific deck. I can kind of just feel it. With the Mother of Cups, this is someone who's very intuitive. They're very good at reading a situation, and they damn well know that they're manipulating you. It's not just like some sort of pattern that they picked up. I feel like this person is very, very aware of the fact they're manipulating you, or at least it's very, very refined. And something is coming to an end with this person. And it hurts. This doesn't feel easy, even though this feels really, I don't like this energy. You're very wrapped up here. This could also potentially be a work situation as well. This could be a supervisor, it could be someone above you or someone you're working with. I'm not feeling this. And you know, this is kind of in the future. This is Scorpionic energy pretty heavily, so this could even be referring to Scorpio season in October, late October to late November. So do keep that in mind. It might not be quite towards the end of September where this becomes apparent, but I do feel like there is some sort of transition. There's some sort of change and end that needs to take place because there is just some sort of toxic stuff that's happening. Some of you, this is actually happening in clergy. If you attend a church or are part of some sort of spiritual organization or a coven, I'm actually getting that sense for some of you. I'm actually getting like some psychic attack actually for some of you. Burn some sage. Honestly. I have the Daughter of Pentacles and the Tower. Again, heavy energy, very Scorpionic energy. You know, this is Mars energy. This is also your card too. Again, you're showing up with the Tower. You might be breaking something down, actually. You might be the one stepping in and, you know, you might be starting a wildfire and you might take a lot of blame. And this person, this water sign, could really be pointing the finger at you and making you feel like you're the one destroying something. You're not destroying it so much as you are bringing a wildfire that's going to allow new growth. You know, with this Tower card, it's always seen as so negative, so devastating, but it's actually one of my favorite cards in the deck, especially this specific deck, because we have this tree that's being struck down by this lightning. It is beginning a wildfire. It does feel devastating. It doesn't feel good. There's a lot of smoke and heat, and it's really intense, but as a result of all of this, it opens the pine cones. It spreads the seeds. That's how pine trees actually reproduce. And these wildfires, though they aren't comfortable, they are the end that brings something new, especially with this Daughter of Pentacles. And I feel like a lot of you are stepping up and really stepping into a part of yourself that feels vulnerable. But it's from a place of empowerment. You know, it's almost like the Strength card energy. It's not about you being, you know, this warrior energy all the time, although sometimes it is that too. I do feel like this is you championing, mouthful there, some aspect or someone, some cause that you haven't really stood up for in the past. And you're going to be the one who kind of takes the blame. But I feel like this is something that needs to occur. I honestly do feel like for some of you there is an end of a relationship here and it feels heavy. We have the Devil and the Three of Wands. You're feeling really, really tied down to something. This Tower, if it's happening to you, it's divine intervention, I promise. It doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel like that. Because this person is very manipulative. There's a lot of manipulation going on here. And the tricky thing with the devil, I was actually just saying this to a friend, and now I'm saying it in this video. I always feel like there's so much synchronicity in these readings. The shitty thing with the devil is that it's not what happens to you. It's not what is happening to you. It definitely feels like that. It's the perception of what's happening to you. Where the devil's influence has power over you is that it convinces you of what you need to do. It manipulates you into behaving in a certain way. And I feel like that is coming to an end, and it's very painful because you don't want to do it. You have this Three of Swords. You're very tangled up in something. You feel very stuck. We were talking about that for the astrological report. You're going to be feeling very stuck with all of the stuff opposing Neptune in Pisces. There's a lot of escapist tendencies. And the best way to deal with this energy is to give it time. No one likes the Three of Swords because of that. There's no quick way out of it. You just kind of have to move through the discomfort. And there is a very strong tendency for those of you who have addiction to abuse. And that doesn't even necessarily need to be a substance. It could be some sort of behavior as well. It could even be love addiction. Don't fall for this. Don't fall for it. Wow, that was very heavy. I apologize. But you know, I believe in being honest. I believe in being authentic in these readings. I'm not gonna just sugarcoat things for you. I feel like there's a lot of pressure to do that for readers, but I've never been in the business of doing that. I would rather empower you through these difficult circumstances. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to tell you what you need to do. I'm trying to make you feel like you have the tools you need to go forward in these situations, and they're not always easy. But you have the strength here. You're working on you, and whatever is popping up, whatever opposition or sneakiness or deception is coming to light, it's because you've been focused on your stability. It's not serving that. It's not serving your long-term vision. And honestly, there might have been some sort of delusion there. It hurts. I'm sorry. What is the end? Yeah, someone's definitely holding something back. Again, these cards are not coming out. What is the animal wisdom for Aries? This is very loud and clear. The octopus and the panther. There is someone, again, this is a manipulative person. This is a psychic vampire. This is someone who makes you feel drained. You are taking space from this person, and not only taking space, something is coming to an end with Panther. You are getting rid of the unnecessary. And Panther, it's very much like that tower energy, because Panther is the master of shadows. She watches you from the shadows. She's loving, though. And this is why we can't blame the tower when our life falls apart. You know, that's like Pisces age thinking. I'm not bashing Pisces, but that's the age of Pisces thinking. The victimhood mentality. We are moving into the age of Aquarius. We're becoming aware of our power, the law of attraction. But what we need to acknowledge here is Panther is maternal. It's feminine. It's loving. It cares about you. Whatever end is coming in, whatever it's pouncing in on and destroying or wreaking havoc over, it's because Panther has been watching you from the shadow. It's been watching the way that you have sabotaged yourself and is now stepping in and is like, hell no. Hell no, that is not happening. I'm not letting that happen to my baby. This is Mama Bear energy, by the way. You know, she's not going to let you get manipulated. She's not going to let you be drained or toyed with anymore. So even if this feels like it's happening to you, this tower moment, this death moment, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting angry. This person is like making me angry. Sorry if this is you, but I feel like this is someone else. I don't feel like this is you, Aries. Could be reversed, but this person, I want to cry. Like, I feel like this person has just, they have manipulated you. I was talking about this. There was something you were hiding, this spiritual thing, this passionate thing with this Daughter of Wands. You were afraid to open up to someone. And if it's this person, I'm so sorry. Like, I know you feel very connected to this person. This hurts. But you're gonna be way better off. I promise. You've been manifesting the stability. You've been manifesting the life you want. But you've had to be sneaky about it. And it might have to kind of blow up in your face. But that's because it's time to step into that. That's what's stable for you. That's what's going to bring your people, your tribe, your lover, whatever it is. Wow, this got really long, really fast. I am going to end it here for now, Aries. I do hope that this was helpful. Again, I apologize that this was so heavy. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what is happening for you. I have links in the description box for those of you who would like some Reiki healing or some personalized assistance or readings. This seems really, really intense, so definitely let me know if you'd like some healing energy. I might do kind of a live healing session as well soon, so keep your eye out for that. Yeah, I hope that this was helpful. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, Aries. I'm wishing you the best of luck.